guys, it's Rainey Highley here with For Authenticity, and it's been a while since I last spoke to you, and I've really been missing you, and I'm so excited to reconnect. A lot of people have been asking me about these new frequencies that we're entering into, about this new dimension that I call 5D, but is really just a dimension of higher frequency. It's a dimension where we exist in a better state, where our mind doesn't control us, where thoughts don't control us, where we are aware of our energy, where we're aware of the emotional vibrations that we're putting out. We're aware that we're actually attracting things into our lives. We're aware that we're powerful creators. And, I was thinking about this because I received an email this morning from one of my readers who's currently reading Divine Macroverse. And this reader asked me, was asking me questions about books that I had read and my studies, and in fact sent me like a 3-page single-spaced list of all the books that this person had read in the last 3 or 4 years. And I was looking through this list and I think, gosh, this is basically like my entire library. It's, if you go into my study in my office, you will see, pretty much every metaphysical book that I could get my hands on since 2003. And, just to remind you all, when I say metaphysical, meta just means beyond. So metaphysical means what is beyond the physical. And, as you know, we're entering into this space of having a reality where we are conscious creators and conscious participants in that reality. When I was thinking about this list of books that this reader had sent me, and what it takes to really master the frequencies, and how, to really understand and learn how to navigate the laws of this new dimension. And I thought about like every book I had read and all the studying I had done, and getting my bachelor's of metaphysics, my master's of metaphysics, and really going deep into what is universal law? How do things operate in the non-physical planes, in the quantum realms? Because everything that we're seeing is just a physical manifestation of something that's already happened on the energetic planes, which is why it's so important to be conscious and to really think about, what are we putting in our heads? What thoughts are we having? What are we attracting on a conscious or subconscious basis into our lives and into our reality? We're all participating in this together. So everything that I think, everything that I do affects you, and everything that you think and do affects me and everyone else. So as we enter into this new space, it's kind of like the Wild West in a way, because there's no formal training for this. I think about all of my education, starting from when I was little up through college and then grad school, and so much of it really prepares us for how do we operate and participate in this society and in this culture that we've created. So it helps us navigate the current third dimensional society, and that's been helpful. It helps us in business, it helps us in different matters that affect our day-to-day living. But I think about, like, no one ever taught me, how do I operate according to universal principles and laws? How do I bring things into my reality? Like, I didn't know all of the things that I was doing subconsciously that were affecting my reality and making an appearance as circumstances in my life that I would start reacting to. So what I'm asking you is, how have you been navigating these higher dimensions? Like, what roadmap are you using? I know for me, it was kind of like, I'm just going to listen to everybody who inspires me, read every book I can get my hands on, and use my own intuition and my own internal guidance system to determine what's right and which one is the path for me, what's authentic for me. And so, I want to share with you that although I do hope you go out and you read everything you can get your hands on about all of these subjects, and I hope that you explore more than you've ever explored, and I hope that you enter into new dimensions of possibility and reality that you didn't even know existed before. And when you do this though, I just want to ask that you don't get discouraged when there's not a roadmap. Don't get discouraged when you feel like, gosh, why isn't this happening? I need an answer. Don't get discouraged that you feel like you're looking, and you're trying to find an answer. Because the one key that I can assure you of these new dimensions is that you are the answer. You are going to have your own personal experience. You are going to have your own encounter with your authentic self. And that is what will change your life. That will thrust you into the higher dimensions. That is where, it's going to be a powerful place to really navigate from. So I encourage each of you to find your path, to not worry about whether you're doing it right, to not worry about, gosh, it doesn't seem like anything's working. Because that's part of it, is you have to have faith when it seems like things are not manifesting in your life. But really, to come to a place where you know that the application of universal law and principles in your life is going to change your life completely and for the better. And it's going to impact and affect every single person, every single living being on this planet. And in fact, that is the very reason why you're on this planet. That if you're watching this video, then you came to this planet to help raise the frequency, the vibration of this planet, so that other people could ascend, so that we can bring this planet into, from a state of very kind of animalistic, basic, primitive, competitive, warring kind of things, into a higher vibratory oneness frequency where we can operate in love, we can operate in respect, we can operate in truth, we can operate in a state of freedom. And in that place, we have access to everything that we need. We have access to all the answers. In that place, you will find clarity. In that place, everything that you've ever wanted in your life will manifest. There's so many things here that we can talk about, and I'm so excited to come back to you next time. We'll dive into this a little bit deeper. If you have questions, please reach out to me. I'd be happy to talk about them in a future video. Lots of love to you. I'm signing out, Rainey Highley, for Authenticity.